So let us move to the next examples. When an ebonite rod is rubbed with fur, the fur transfers the electrons to the ebonite rod because the electrons in the outermost orbit of the atoms in fur are loosely bounded as compared to the ebonite rod. The ebonite rod which has the excess of electrons becomes negatively charged, and the fur which has a deficiency of electrons is positively charged. So this one, it is a transfer of charges in this ebonite rod. When ebonite rod is rubbed with that fur cloth. So ebonite rod acquires a negative charge. Ebonite rod is acquires the negative charge, and fur cloth acquires the positive charge. So this is the best examples. From this we know that when two materials are rubbed together, some electrons may transfer from this one material to other material, or leaving both with have this net electric charge. So if a positively charged glass rod is brought near this another glass rod, the rod will move upon this repel each other. If positively charged glass rod is brought too close to this negatively charged ebonite rod, the rod will be moved towards each other. So the force of attraction and repulsion is greater when the charges adjust or closer. So that is that like the charges or repel each other, unlike charges or attract each other. So you have to find out for that this in the experiment. Next one, it is the transfer by conduction. Take a sheet of paper, turn it into hollow cylinder. Tie one end of the cylinder with the silk thread and hang it from a stand. Now take an ebonite rod and charge it by rubbing it with a woolen cloth. Bring this charged ebonite rod near the paper cylinder. The cylinder will be attracted by the rod. If you touch the paper cylinder by the charged rod, you will be see the paper cylinder repelling the rod. Can you say that the reason? So when the ebonite rod is rubbed with woolen cloth, electrons from the woolen cloth is transferred to this ebonite rod. Now the ebonite rod will be negatively charged. When it is brought near the paper cylinder, negative charges in the rod are attracted by the positive charges in the cylinder. When the cylinder is touched by the rod, some negative charges are transferred to the paper. Hence, the negative charges on the rod are repelled by the negative charges in the cylinder. So, thus we see charges can transfer to the object by bringing in it contact with a charged body. This method of transferring charges from one body to other body is called transfer by conduction. Conduction is the transfer of thermal energy through the direct contact. Direct contact is the process by which the heat energy is transmitted through the collisions between the neighboring atoms or molecules. So the best example is this iron box. So the heat is transferred to this cloth. That is that conduction of this heat. So the friction takes place when these are both materials. So just taken for this ebonite rod and woolen cloth. So it is the ebonite rod will be negatively charged. So and this that the cylinder also this negative charged, but it is negative charged. It can be repelled each other. So at the same time, it is that positive charge of the cylinder, it can be attracted. So when the cylinder is touched by this rod, at the time of this that cylinder is touched with the rod, so the negative charges are transferred to this paper. Hence the negative charge in the rod and repel this by negative charge of that cylinder. So the transferring the changes from this one to this other. It is called conduction. So material which allow this electric charges to pass through them easily are called conductors of electricity. For example, metals like aluminium, copper are good conductors of electricity. Is easily conducted that electricity. But some of the elements is not conducted, but do not allow this electric charges, but it can be passed through easily. That is the insulators, rubbers, wood, plastic or insulators. So next one is a transfer by induction. So we saw that we can charge uncharged object when we touch it by this charged object. So, but it is also possible to obtain the charges in a body without any contact with the other charged body. The process of charging an uncharged body by bringing a charged body near to it, but without touching it, is called induction. The uncharged body acquires opposite charge at the near end and similar charge at the further end. Similarly, when a positively charged rod is brought near an uncharged rod, negatively charged electrons are attracted towards it. As a result, there is excess of electrons at nearer end and deficiency of electrons at the further end. The nearer end of this uncharged rod becomes negatively charged and far end is positively charged. So, we discussed about this. Transfer by induction. If the induction process, a charged object is brought near but not touched to a neutral conducting object. The presence of charged object near a neutral conductor will force electrons within the conductor to move. The flow of electrons results in the permanent charge being left upon the object. So there is without any contact, it can be charged body. So the process of changing uncharged body by bringing the charged body, it is that without touching. That is called induction. So the uncharged body appears for this opposite charge and nearer one is that further end. Is it maybe this positive charge. So it is that attraction takes place. So the electricity is due for that. So this one it is that neutral body. So it is a charged body. It can be near come to this. The charge is getting conserved. So this one it is that negatively body and this is a positive body. It can be attracted. So other end is that for this that earth end. So some of these instruments it can be electric for this that earth wire are here in that. So some of the instruments, the home appliance used for this that earth appliance. So because of this that it can be positively charged, it is the negatively charged in that thus earth. So flow of charges. So it can be basically used for this cell phone charge. It is that transfer by induction. It's the best example. So nowadays you have to use for this cell phone charges. And the cell phone is charged by this just in this pin-like stretches. So that is that in the inner part of the carbon rod, it can be heated, it can be charged in the phone. Flow of charges. Suppose you have two metallic spheres, one having more negative charge and other having more positive charge. When you connect the both with the help of metallic wire, excess electrons from the negatively charged sphere will start flowing towards the positively charged sphere. This flow continues till the number of electrons in both the sphere is equal. Here, positively charged sphere is said to be this higher potential and the negatively charged sphere is said to be this lower potential. Hence, electrons flow from lower potential to the higher potential. This is known as electric current. The difference between this potential of this, the potential difference is commonly known as voltage. So, before the discovery of electrons, it was considered that the electric current is due to the flow of positive charges. Flow of positive charges is called conventional current. Conventional current flows from higher potential to the lower potential. So, the flow of charges, is the process of supplying or adding electric charge to an object or losing electric charge from an object. So, some of these two metallic spheres you take it. So, that is that two spheres, metallic spheres you are taking. So, one is that higher potential, one it is that lower potential. So, this connected for this that wire, connecting for this wire, it is measured by this that voltage. So, that is that higher potential, the positive charge pure should be this higher potential and negative charge is lower potential. So it is for this the lower potential to this that higher potential the electric current is passed through for that in the wire. That is an electric flow.